I'm working towards a Master's of Divinity and thinking about doing a dual degree with Community Development and Action. And we'll see where it takes me. Getting to plan university worship helped me to recenter and kind of find that direction again of how I was called into church work, because that's intimidating. And then Mercer on Mission Uganda, I think what I would absolutely say is the best thing I've done at Mercer. It opened my eyes a little bit wider to some of the issues that I already cared about, and helped me to understand specifically in development work what long-term actually means, and to see that they're really big challenges, but they're still worth chipping away at and trying to make some progress. I've had the opportunity this year to serve as the Heritage Life Committee Chair on the Student Government Association, and we plan events that really highlight Mercer's heritage and traditions. And my favorite, even before I got here, because both of my sisters came here, was the Christmas tree lighting, and I looked forward to it. I loved it. It was my favorite. And this year we got to plan that event and I got to speak at it. And it's just such a good reminder of how this community is so uplifting and inspiring and really encourages you along your way.
Roughly 2.5 weeks following commencement, I'll be moving to Mali in West Africa to begin my term as a water and sanitation engineer for the U.S. Peace Corps. I'll be working with villages to construct boreholes, wells, and also improve pit latrines. So, when I first got to Mercer, I actually knew that I wanted to go into development work long term, and I knew specifically that I wanted to bring water to people that didn't have water in developing parts of the world. So the Peace Corps is really the next step in achieving that career goal. My professors here have been incredibly helpful and have really pushed me to be where I'm at today. They have taken me to different parts of the world to do development work and shown me applications for people in the developing world. And I really don't know that I would have had the courage to apply and to an accepted position with the Peace Corps if I hadn't been pushed so hard by them. I can't honestly think of one or even a few memories that completely embody everything that I'd like to convey about my experience here. But I'd just like to thank my faculty, my professors, and my friends for just pushing me to be where I am today. In hindsight, I wouldn't change anything about the decisions I've made to come here. It's just a great place and a very friendly, supportive learning environment.
Upon graduation, I will be departing for Burkina Faso, West Africa, where I'll be serving as a Peace Corps volunteer. There I will be serving as a secondary education English teacher, where I'll teach on an average of 80 to 100 students, where my responsibilities include improving the student success in speaking, writing, and reading English. My minor is French, and I really wanted a country that would allow me to practice my degree. So I looked for countries that had teaching as well as French being their official language, and Burkina Faso was just perfect. Their official language is French, so that way I can practice my French and communicate well with my counterparts. The advice that was given to me by my professors, Stephen Michael, Jared Jenkins, Scott Walker, or even Anna Weaver, as well as the professors who have passed on, like Amy Spears, it shaped me into the strong and independent individual I am today. But my Mercer education also allows me to incorporate my liberal arts degree, where I can stimulate and motivate creative discussions with my counterparts because of my knowledge in different subject areas such as sociology or philosophy. My dream job ideally would be to be like a teacher or a counselor, so that way I can make a difference in someone's life and help them go on to bigger and better and be successful in their lives.
My initial plans are to first rehab my arm. I broke my arm towards the end of the basketball season this year, and so I want to get that better and try my hand at hopefully playing professionally overseas somewhere. If that doesn't work out, which I think it will, but if it doesn't, I have an education and I have a degree in mechanical engineering, so I would obviously go out and try to find a job, probably start with an internship somewhere and then work my way up. Many people don't have multiple options when they graduate. Luckily for me, I have both an engineering degree and the opportunity to go play professionally somewhere. So I think it's given me more opportunities than I could have imagined in high school when I was thinking about graduating from college. So probably my most memorable experience at Mercer, and so far of my life, was last year when we beat Duke, of course. That was something I literally never imagined. Not even while I was here, but just growing up, was me being one of those people on the big stage on TV with the whole world watching as we upset one of the best teams in the country. So that was definitely one of my most memorable moments.
I'll be going to graduate school at Johns Hopkins University. I'll be in their PhD program for pharmacology. I'm hoping to work in a pharmaceutical company or biotech company and help develop drugs or do research on drug development. At first, I was interested in pharmacy, and even though I decided to change my plans and pursue research, I never actually lost interest in pharmaceuticals or drugs. So I wanted to base my research on making drugs or finding ways to make drugs more efficient and safe. Well, Mercer definitely helped me find what I was passionate about. And once I did find that research is something I wanted to do, my faculty was definitely supportive and helping me keep trying to do more research, learn more about research. And even my classes at Mercer, my science classes, taught me the material to understand my research better, and also taught me the techniques I needed to learn for my research. So people at Mercer are very supportive, and the classes definitely prepared me.
I've actually accepted a position as the program coordinator for Asian Americans Advancing Justice Atlanta. It's the first nonprofit law center catered towards Asian American immigrants and refugees in the South. The entire affiliation is committed to the betterment and the wellness and the encouragement and fostering of civic participation of Asian Americans across the country. I came here when I was very young from the Philippines, and so I feel that for all intents and purposes, I'm an American. And so as an American, it's important for me to do whatever I can to give back to this country. Because Mercer has provided me with this wonderful opportunity, I've always seen it as a duty of mine to give back to the university in any way that I can. I know that here at Mercer, I can go and talk to my professors whenever about anything. And it's honestly been one of my favorite parts. I never do anything for the sole purpose of getting recognition or getting awards and distinctions and things like that. So I'm incredibly humbled and honored to have gotten this award because I wasn't expecting it. I can't wait to see where being awarded that it takes me in the future.
I joined the lab of Dr. Amy Wiles the spring of my sophomore year and fell in love instantly with the idea of doing research for a career. The training that I've received here at Mercer, be it through my coursework or through research, have prepared me far more than I could have ever expected for graduate school and the career after that. Through information I obtained from professors here at Mercer, my advisors, I applied for a research internship over the summer this past year, and I participated in a National Science Foundation funded REU, so a research experience for undergraduates, where I conducted research in a lab at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, where I will be pursuing my PhD. And I was able to work on a cutting-edge project. They were constantly surprised by how much I actually knew. And so that speaks more than I can say about the education quality that I've received here and how it will potentially benefit me as a student in graduate school. Be it the time that I was actually doing experiments or just hanging out with the other members of the lab. Those are the memories that I will probably hold on to the most, because the conversations that we had in the lab, the discoveries we made, the skills we've developed over time will be most influential in my future.